Hey guys, Legendary Ghidorah here today, and we're going to be talking about probably one of the few what ifs I actually started on my channel. Except this is going into the Monsterformers chat or the second Monsterverse chat. I actually do need to get more Transformers content on here, but here we're to talk about Ghidorah, possibly one of the biggest and most powerful monsters in the Monsterverse. I mean, I really would like to see if Yamato no Orochi is much bigger than Ghidorah. Because, I mean, he's got multiple heads here. He can rear up. And he might just be, just as big, if not bigger. But anyways, we're here to talk about King Ghidorah. Alright? So first things first, what would happen, if we change the way he died? Now, first things first, how did he die? Well, Burning Godzilla used two nuclear pulses or thermonuclear pulses to basically kill King Ghidorah. Well, burn his wings, then proceed to kill two of his heads, then stepped on him, incinerating his body. And then finally, we have the fact that he pretty much blew his entire head clean off. Mortal Kombat style, pure on pretty much just Mortal Kombat the mess out of that dude. I mean, really. So instead, we're gonna change that part of the movie. King Ghidorah, after two nuclear pulses, he's down to his last head, and right before Godzilla even steps on him, Godzilla burns out. Godzilla stumbles back, taken aback by this massive amount of energy he had and the amount of power he had. King Ghidorah, weakened down to one head, disabled and crippled, bows to Godzilla. Now, this is when all the other Titans bow. Now, we get to see a lot more when Godzilla Dominion comes around. I mean, sure, we got Titans like Tiamat, Amalok, and what's her name? Titanus Nikika, or the Kraken, if if they still have that name, honestly. I mean, they've been changing Titan names left and right with every new iteration. For all we know, Amalok is either Abaddon or Baphomet. I mean, geez, the dude looks like a demon, okay? But what does King Ghidorah bring to the table? What does he bring to the environment? What makes him a ecological change or benefit towards the earth? Well, first things first, it's King Ghidorah's storm. Now you might say, Legendary, did you see what he did to Washington DC? I mean, literally, the dude tore it up so bad it was probably uninhabitable. Now, honestly, yeah, I mean, what he did to Washington DC was pretty great. It was amazing. I mean, look at it. You got floods, hurricanes, tornadoes. He literally took out military battalions without even touching them, really. Rodan really didn't have to do a thing either. He was just there as a bodyguard, as a number two right there. All right. So honestly, what can he do with these storms that benefit the environment? Well, one, I think the floods are actually much more helpful. Now, just imagine. Let's see. I think California had a drought one time when it was like just a massive winter. So yeah, let's say California hits a drought again. He could use those floods to replenish the water supply. He could also, raise sea levels. Not sure if that's a good thing, but, he can actually assist Skila in probably lowering and, exhibiting out water to areas of drought. Sometimes in Africa there's droughts. He can actually give water to Africa at those times, thus leaving, migration herds where they need to be. He could also tag team with Behemoth, eroding the environment with water, while Behemoth pretty much, makes trees grow. This makes the trees healthier, stronger, and they produce much better fruits than they would have originally had here. Now, in terms of Godzilla versus Kong, yeah, that would pretty much change a lot of things. So yeah, I think the interactions as well would be with Godzilla and him also would change. Godzilla would check on him more, Probably less paranoia than he had in the movie when he senses Ghidorah, as he doesn't sense Ghidorah's mischief. He knows where he is. We'll say King Ghidorah is in the desert at that time. Now, during Godzilla Dominion, during that comic, right, I'm actually pre-ordered it as well, so it should be here sometime. I think I would have King Ghidorah fight against Sekhmet. Now, Sekhmet is an Egyptian kaiju. I would say King Ghidorah is in Egypt trying to provide water, and Sekhmet is pretty much having none of it. This is his territory, his environment. He battles King Ghidorah. Godzilla, coming out, the water, absorbing, sorry. Exerting this fight as King Ghidorah pretty much dominates Sekhmet and forces him to retreat. I would also give King Ghidorah an interaction with Camazotz. Now, Camazotz does appear in the Kingdom of Kong novel, but, I'm not going to talk about that until it fully comes out online, and then I can just, pretty much make a music video out of it, then review it for you guys, right? But again, I would have it as Camazotz likes to feed on the blood of kaiju, and I would have a moment where King Ghidorah battles him and pretty much pins him. All right, pins him, puts him in submission, and tosses him away. As Camazotz retreats, this actually sets up again Kingdom Kong, which I do believe takes place at the same time as Godzilla Dominion. All right. Now, I think we are around Godzilla versus Kong, right? Sorry. Yeah, we're around Godzilla versus Kong at this point here. Now, only scene I would add here is Godzilla going into Ghidorah's territory. Now, at this time, Ghidorah would definitely be back in dormancy, back in hibernation. And, yeah, I actually think Godzilla would, again, check him in his environment while he's resting. There's a monarch post nearby, just monitor him. Ghidorah really doesn't care about it anymore. And I think that would be the only interaction. We would definitely see Ghidorah wake up when Godzilla comes. I think that should be important, especially, Godzilla and Ghidorah's ancient rivalry, their history now being put aside. I do think Ghidorah would wake up, or at least one of the few heads. We could see Kevin wake up, look at him like, hey, you good, big man? You good, kaiju man? So, yeah. After that, well, Godzilla vs. Kong pretty much plays out the same. You got Godzilla and Kong going at it like there's nothing, there's no tomorrow. We're going to cripple each other, put each other in ICU and in pretty much the intensive care. You guys get it, ICU, intensive care, put each other in the grave type of battle. Then we get, that good old humiliation Mecha Godzilla, gave Godzilla that little ridiculous beatdown. Now, yeah, Mecha Godzilla will be created in the same way as with one Ghidorah skull instead of two. This will actually make Mecha Godzilla a lot more controllable. If not, same thing applies here. Basically, the electrical, bioelectrical nature of Ghidorah takes over Mecha Godzilla, and then Godzilla and that specific skull basically goes at it head to head with Godzilla and Kong go head to head with this version of Ghidorah, or aka Mecha Godzilla. They put their past aside them, and it pretty much goes on the same. Pretty much ends just like any other, kaiju movie, kaiju installment. Basically, it ends the same way it happened in the movies. And I love that. And Godzilla and Kong, like, we chill. Okay, great. But let me know what you guys think down below. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and share with your friends. This is Legendary Ghidorah, and I'll see you guys later for another video. Peace.